I'm Lakshmi Srinivas. I'm Sandhya's mother. I'm an architect.
I'm Srinivas. I work for Karnataka Bank.
Sandhya was also born and brought up in Bangalore, and she finished her engineering from RV College of Engineering, where she majored in electronics and instrumentation. Very frankly, it was much later, because when it came to post selection or taking up the exams or the college selection itself, it was entirely her own decision. As Srinivas always feels, it's better to prepare them for the road than preparing the road for them.
We were really not prepared for such a thing initially. And as a father, the first thing which came to my mind was how are we going to finance such thing, because it's an expensive affair. Well, since I was working in the bank, I made my own inquiries with the other bankers, but I didn't know that my daughter had already was in touch with Prodigy. Apart from the finance which I was expecting from the bank, we were also thinking of probably pledging our property to raise some funds and through some private finance. But definitely we still would have probably not met the full resource.
I had in fact approached Bank of India. The first thing they said was they don't have an online application. I'll have to come to the branch and they will hand me the set of papers. Then this whole process took about 3-4 days. When the booklet came, it was something like about 25 pages, notwithstanding the fact that the interest rates were also pretty much on the higher side. Most of these banks, especially when the lending goes more than $45,000, they expect us to give a collateral. It was only Sandhya who told us about Prodigy Finance. And the first thing she told me was, Mom, you don't need to be involved in this whole process. I think I'll be able to take care of it with my scores, with my application with them. And I think she sent out an online request wherein she got a response in less than 24 hours, and the payback time also starts as late as 6 months after I finish my course, and there's no prepayment penalty, which itself is a big boon. When we heard terms like no cosigner required, no collateral required, we were taken by surprise, because it was something unheard of in our Indian scenario. There is just no question of any withdrawing certain terms or showing any concessions, even considering the fact that it's somebody who's going to take the loan is all of 20-22 years, but who has ambitions, who has dreams. These things don't matter to them. What matters to them is, okay, you have sound balance, you have your property which is about 10 times more valuable than the loan amount which you're taking. So they know that their interests are protected. And we heard about this thing where there is a borderless loan being given, say somebody like Sandhya Srinivas sitting here in Bangalore, things are being processed in London. It shows a sense of trust which is being cultivated. And there are alumni who studied in these universities who also want people in future to kind of contribute to benefit from this whole thing, and it's setting up a new chain altogether. And this is something fantastic. We were a little skeptical that there's no physical presence, there's no office. But when we met Nikhil Lasrado and had a one-on-one meeting with him, and he kind of clarified that this is the new way of thinking and this is the new way of working. It was a little bit of rethinking which we had to do, that just having 8-story building office with people who are barely interested in delivering service or customer support, it doesn't mean anything. This was a sea change in the thinking. I guess this is something which we ourselves came to terms with. Our experience of interacting with Prodigy Finance has been wonderful. The speed with which things were done, the clarity in their communication when it comes to what they want, what they expect from Sandhya, and the document processing or screening, whatever it was, it's truly professional.
Right from the beginning, I personally felt there was a human touch. We felt we are interacting with somebody who's concerned, who cares, and they know what we need and put us at ease, and that made a real big difference.
I would strongly, proactively recommend Prodigy Finance to other students and parents, and I fully appreciate the fact that Prodigy Finance does not believe in looking at the background of the children, of the parents, to project the future of the child. I feel the fundamental thing when it comes to the parents' involvement with the masters is to allow the children also to make up their own decisions. I think we as parents should learn to let go at some stage, because it empowers them to take some calculated risks, and it strengthens them to make better decisions in future.
Parents should not worry too much about such a thing in future. They should let their children explore all the financial possibilities what's available in their country. Help us on the way, just the way we got it from Prodigy.